I'm kidding. Oh, I love you. You're my family. Listen, we're sticking together no matter what happens.
I don't know. It might be hard to find a place as perfect as this was for the four of us.
Oh, hell, if we did it once, we can do it again. All we need's a little luck. It was luck that brought us together the first time.
Please come up on stage. Bobby Spina.
Please say you didn't do this.
Gene Taylor.
Please tell me you didn't do this.
Dorothy Zbornak.
And as your leader, I must decree that the fault indeed lies with Nolan.
Well, since we're being honest, Dorothy, I have a question for you. You're supposed to be my best friend. Best friends are supposed to be able to confide.
Twilight! Kolak says that I have to return to my home planet of Twylar immediately. So we'll just say goodbye this time until next time, boys and girls, when you turn on your TV sets and hear.
Look, everyone!
So you see, it's not oh my God, I've just spilled my guts to someone who drinks out of a toilet. Listen, I'm sorry, you are out of here. One Wawa in my life was enough. Look, I have had it with that disgusting dog. I have sick and crazy. And to know what I have and that there are a lot of other people who have the same thing.
I don't like the name. I think it ought to have a better name.
Well, that's what Dr. Chang said. Chronic fatigue syndrome makes it sound like I'm just a tired person when it is so much more than that. I all loved having her around.
I miss someone to have a chat with at midnight.
You know what I'm going to miss most about Sophia? The way she used to tease me. The way she would ever so subtly jab me with names like Tramp, Floozy, Trollop.
Between Kate and Dennis.
I said it. I used it in the story. What do you want me to do, embroider it on your underwear? Just stay out of it.
I don't know if I can do that.
Then you're gonna lose Kate. And someday Stan will be the one to call you up and tell you have a grandchild who you're never gonna see.
Not just my house anymore. It's our house. I've decided to share the title with you. We'll sign the deed tomorrow. That way you'll have equity and nobody can make you leave.
By golly, you got me.
Say, Don, why don't you drop back by after the hot tub's in?
Ooh.
I'm sorry for crying.
Me too.
But how can you thank someone who's taken you from crayons to perfume?
The one you'll make if you don't get back with Miles. Look, Charlie loved you for over 30 years, but he's gone now, and you've met someone you really care about. What do you think Charlie would say?
I think he'd say he loves me.
And what about the ring?
He'd probably say it was okay to wear Miles' ring.
Still, we thank you so much. Okay, what do you think now? Don't hold back. I can take the criticism.
Depressing.
I think much of the credit goes to the food. It's original yet familiar, piquant yet comforting. Blanche tells me she worked very closely with the caterer.
Did she tell you they were naked most of the time?
You'll have to excuse my mother. She was a witness to the Hindenburg disaster.
And sweetheart, I want you there with me.
Chicago? Go to Chicago? I don't even know you.
Rose, honey.
You remember Blanche and my Aunt Dorothy?
Yeah. Nice to see you again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sophia, you look enchanting.
If I wasn't such a gentleman, I'd try to ply you with wine and take it.
Thank you.
Oh, please. I've waited my whole life to play this part.
Long wait. Thank you, Miss Devereaux. Let's take a 5.
Well, I thought you were great.
Well,
I was bang in the middle of his face.
well, I like this nose. I think I'm going to get it.
What are you getting?
I'm picking out the kind of face I want to show the plastic surgeon tomorrow. See, I want to get Linda Evans's eyes, and Lena Horne's cheekbones, and Cheryl Teague's nose, and Carol Burnett's chin.
I think you can get that chin through a catalog.
Happy birthday, Dorothy.
I'm sorry I missed that one. I would love to have been there, but I was...
At the home, we know, Mom.
How's the cake coming, Sophia?
Beautiful. I got every...
The two of you was being married, and I didn't want Max taking Pop's place. But now that I see the two of you so much in love, I realize I was just being selfish. Ma, I want you to be happy. And I know Pop would too.
What do you think?
Sophia, that looks beautiful.
It's absolutely gorgeous.
But don't you have to be a virgin to wear a white wedding dress?
Please, the last time I was a virgin, the Louisiana...
Dorothy?
We made a rule, no talking, it shakes the plane.
I just have to say one thing. If Blanche is right, and we are going to die this afternoon, I'm glad we're together.
Yes, that's very comforting. Now shut up.
This church.
Well, if you're not leaving the priesthood, then I just made a complete ass of myself. Excuse my language, Father, but as an English teacher, I can tell you that's the most appropriate description.
No, it's not.
Oh, how can you say?
Who spends all day trying to look up women's dresses. Relax. He doesn't speak a word of English. Watch. Vincenzo, you're a wrinkled old pervert, right?
But Sophia, Vincenzo...
Machine is not working.
We shouldn't take any chances. I can't be moved. Somebody else will have to give up their room for Rosa's family.
You're fine. You're staying with me. You always complain, and we always get through it.
All right, fine. But I'm begging you, while we're sleeping together, please, lay off the broccoli at dinner, huh?
Doctor, you're here because your daughter wanted us to keep an eye on you, and I'm afraid we cannot do that anymore. Miss Bornak, please don't bring her back.
Keep an eye on me? Is that true?
Look, Ma, I'm not going to lie to you. This man is a patient here. He could be dangerous. Let's get out of here before he starts causing trouble.
Not all that much. I'm just going to put it on and take it off. Then put it on and come home and take it off again.
Dorothy, great news. Gladys Goldfine called. She's taking me to see Tony Bennett.
Oh, Sophia, that's terrific.
Tell me about it. I won't have to spend that evening with Dorothy.
Did you see it?
Well, Dorothy, to be fair, one of them was Stan.
Do I sense a tinge of envy there, Miss Going, Gone for $25.50?
You can't put a price tag on beauty, Dorothy.
I'm sure you can. What if we cut you in?
What time does he eat?
Girls, come quick, baby just collapsed.
25 grand in 10 seconds? Now I know how Johnny Carson feels.
No room for him. It was hard enough in the 23 minutes we had every week to tell a story and give them material. And I mean, we just had a wealth of riches, and we didn't want to deprive him, and so we cut him out for that reason. It wasn't fair. He was a good actor.
Oh, one woman who even had her jaw wired shut.
Oh, is that something that you'll be testing, Rose?
Here you all are.
How'd your physical go?
Oh, just fine. The doctor could not believe it when I told him my age.
Why? What age did you tell him?
Did all that stuff come out of your purse?
No, I was also cleaning out my ears. That's where the phenomen and the rain bonnet came from.
Sophia, why are you in such a bad mood?
Forgive me, Rose, but I haven't had sex in 15 years and it's starting to get on my nerves.
Oh, my God, is that me? I look awful.
Oh, that's my fault, Blanche. I was out of focus.
You're always out of focus.
No, I look old. I look decrepit. I look ancient. I look all shriveled up and wrinkled like a prune.
It could be worse. She could look like Fess Parker.
Oh, turn that thing off right now, Rose. Turn that. Oh,
Blanche, now.
what did you make that's so special?
Sardine casserole with a kind of a oatmeal cookie crust. I hope you like it. There's a lot. What shocking news?
Blanche is pregnant.
Holy cow.
Blanche, are you sure?
I just did a home pregnancy test. It's right here.
It looks like a perfume sample.
Put it behind your ears, Rose.
And the girls...
We heard what you were telling them, Blanche, and I am truly sorry you feel that way.
Will you tell me why you want to put yourself and Doug through this? You know how people can be.
And if my own sister can't accept our relationship, what chance would I have with anyone else, right?
Right. No. No, what I mean...
We get what you mean.
Blanche, we don't have to worry about what the world...
After that, when somebody new moved in, the town council just handed out peanut brittle. And free passes to the local movie house, which they hope to build someday. Are you all right? You seem upset.
I was just thinking, I'm sorry I recently got a hearing aid. Oh, thank goodness we're home. That's the worst trip I've ever been on.
Blanche, how can you say that?
How can she say that? We lost our luggage. We slept in a hotel lobby. Our purses were stolen.
We won Zippo on the game show.
But we still have our friendship we made up on the plane.
It's not easy being the mother of a child with her own free will.
I knew I felt the refrigerator open. What's wrong? You've been upset all day.
It's Rebecca. I just don't understand. Why didn't someone...
Tell him I faked it. Well, I did. Oh, baby, oh, baby, oh, baby. Oh, please.
People from all over the county would drive up to Twin Oaks. That's the name of our house. To ask Big Daddy's advice on one thing or the other. And while the men were discussing business on the veranda, the ladies would retire to the shade of an old magnolia to sip mint juleps and exchange prize-winning pecan...
And I'll raise you a quarter. By the way, Rose, your shoe is untied.
I'm too smart for you, Sophia. You're not going to distract me this time. Besides, I'm wearing pumps.
Your pump is untied.
Thanks.
Get out of here. But Dorothy, he's a little early.
Yes, but we're delighted to see him.
Hi, Jonathan.
Hello, Rose. You're looking lovely this evening.
Oh, wait a minute. Rose Nyland, you...
Excuse me. Are we back to real life, or are the two of you performing a scene from Golden Boy?
Ladies, I've spent years working with this boy, watching him turn into a masterful musician. You yourselves have heard how he makes the violin sing. But his fate is in your hands. Please don't make him step into that ring tomorrow.
Exception, Harry. I didn't mean you. So do you think I'm crazy too?
Dorothy, I think you're very sane. Just because a doctor hasn't found something doesn't mean there isn't something there.
Are you serious? Well, how come you know that and they don't?
First of all, dear, I know you. You're a stable person, and if you say you're sick, you...
Why you just nobody else. I was in love by you. personal problems.
Wait a minute. You went to my mother's room in the middle of the night?
Many, many times, 2 or 3 times a week. And she was always so kind and comforting.
I don't understand. Every time I'd knock on her door late at night, she'd say, "Not now, I'm watching Bob Costas."
Liked you. He'd hang around here all the time. He's a yutz. Who needs him around here?
Dorothy!
Oh, thank God you came when you did. I thought she was going to strangle me.
I take it you weren't able
We'll
to...
figure something.
It's your job, you decide. It don't work that way on my show. Yeah.
Elaborate.
My actors are more than happy to tell me which line they would like. But I remember Betty, after all her experience and with all her...
Why do you think?
Come on, Ma, you haven't driven in years. Why is this coming up now?
This morning at the center, Gladys Weinstock and I had a fight. We both claim we're natural redheads, but of course at our age, we can't prove it anymore. So, when I pulled out my license to show her, everyone said, "No."
Well, then how did you get over your fear? I never did, but thanks to Dorothy, I now have new hope.
You see, Dorothy, Blanche is willing to face her fear. I think it's time you faced yours.
Rose, forget it. I am not going to have that surgery, and no one is going to make me change.
Honey, there's something in there that, well, what is the word I'm looking for? I don't know exactly how to say this.
Wait a minute. Where's Ma?
Oh my God, no, the curse of the Summerall Falls Tunnel. Sophia?
Ma?
What?
Ma, where are you?
I can still manage the alimony payments.
No, that was not my question. I was wondering if possibly we could discuss this maybe tomorrow. You see, I have plans to go out this
Dorothy,
evening.
please. I'm afraid to be alone tonight. My world is crumbling around me. I'm at my wit's end. I don't know what I might do.
Oh, I do. You watch an old Barnaby Jones, eat a half-gallon...
If you get rid of it, the sore heals, and you feel better.
Anger is like a piece of shredded wheat.
You want poetry, you listen to Neil Diamond. You want good advice, you listen to your mother.
Maybe you're right. Good for you, Rose.
I think I'll just go to my room, take a couple of aspirin, turn out the lights, and wait for the voices.
Now, I think I have an idea. Okay? They have 6 delivery trucks. By sheer coincidence, I know 2 of the drivers. I'm not worried about them. They won't show my picture if I don't show theirs. Now, as I see it, of the 4 remaining drivers...
Maybe I am a perfectionist, and maybe I do take charge, but, Doctor, if I did not, our whole household would fall apart.
To tell you the truth, Doctor, I'm the glue that keeps these women together, and I am totally unappreciated.
Oh, Ma, please.
Look, you may be, Sophia, really fantastic. I know.
Did you see that Emma Jane eat? I could not believe my eyes. That woman must weigh 275 pounds. She never stopped shoving it in. And then she had to talk the entire time. She just sprayed food all over the table like a mist.
You had gotten your first job.
Yeah, back then you could give blood every week. Remember the time your mother took care of the baby? It was our first time alone in a year.
You bought me wine and flowers, I remember.
Remember how much fun we had in that apartment that night?
I remember. Senior, cut the crap and put out the stogie, Rocco.
I like your style. Right suit, right haircut, voice a little higher, you could pass as Frank Nitti.
What the hell are you talking about?
A little higher, I think you got it.
You really knew Frank Nitti?
Well, sure, Frank Nitti.
Results of the blood test. I'm a nervous wreck.
Only take a few minutes. Relax, would you?
Oh, Ma, how can I relax? Any minute now, somebody can walk in here and tell me you're not really my mother.
Let me remind you of something that may set your mind at ease.
Are you going to tell a story?
No, I'm going to sing a Negro spiritual.
Blanche's party. When it's done, I'd like you to take a look at it.
I'd be happy to, Mr. Allen.
Be happy to, Mr. Allen. My, Dorothy, aren't we licking boots a little early this morning?
I had a light breakfast. Here's your mail.
Why don't you just tell me what's in it?
We will. Fine. Oh, that jerk! Trying to intimidate us. Just who does he think he is? What is it, mouth?
Back home, most people start off with how do.
Come here.
Okay, Blanche, you landed on sports. Here's the question. What famous football player wore pantyhose? Just two? Well, that's tough. I'd feel guilty if I didn't invite my two best friends, Dorothy and Blanche. But would it be okay if Jesus stopped by for dessert?
Didn't I tell you she was something special?
Back in law school. Now it's time for an update on our biggest and most important charity fundraiser of the year, the annual Hospital Variety Show benefit. I'd like to call on our chairman, Dorothy Zabornak, for an update. Dorothy?
You owe me an explanation.
Well, Ted and
I don't have to stand here and listen to this.
Ma, don't give me that look.
What look?
Look, I didn't do anything wrong. Ted and I just talked last night.
Right, and the Godfather made all his money selling olive oil.
Work, Dorothy.
Why?
Because the man is blind. Now, would the two of you please keep your noses out of my business?
Blanche, you know something. When it comes to other people, you're the one who's blind.
Stop saying that. You keep calling me Grandma. She's going to grow up to think that's my name.
Yours, if you talk of tales, and so farewell.
Thank you.
Would you like to see Kate another way?
God, yes. Next!
Oh, well, I hope one day you meet the woman of your dreams, but in the meantime, who are you and what are you doing in our bathroom?
I'm Dwayne, and that's Rick. Hi. And I'm Winston Hardwick III.
Well, we're very glad to meet you, but what are you doing in our bathroom?
This is our room. I'm afraid these six of us are going to have to share.
Same time.
For that, you got naked?
I thought that was strange, too. You know, Darcy, I think you're right. I've got to talk to George.
Good girl.
I'll go home right now and tell him I'll cook breakfast for him.
Because, she didn't want to gain weight. And then after lunch, she walked out of the restaurant and a gargoyle fell off the building, hit her on the head, and killed her. Oh, no. I mean, look at what her last meal was.
That is tragic. Why don't you just sleep on it, Rose? I know you'll make the right decision. The right decision. The right decision.
Come in.
The one who won the tickets.
Yeah, well, my mom's the one who's bailing us out.
I lost Butter Queen. Haven't I suffered enough?
We'll draw straws.
No.
We'll flip a coin.
No.
Sophia, we had this all settled. Now try and be understanding.
Understanding, I came down here to bail you out and you're still not letting me go?
Ma, will you stop complaining? The final piece of the puzzle.
Oh, girls, it finally happened. The most wonderful thing happened to me at the drugstore today.
Oh, no. Dr. Scholl was there in person and I missed it.
Rose. Sing a song. Yes, it's me. We just have started, and before you know it, well, go ahead, finish your meals. Comes the time we have to say so long.
It's just that this last year has been so difficult for me. See, Pat was the person that I planned to spend the rest of my life with. And when she died, I just felt so terribly alone, empty. I thought I could never care for anyone again until I met...
What's happening? They are resorting to cheap tricks because they know we're better than they are. Now, honey, all we have to do to win is just stay cool, calm, and collected.
Right. Oh, did you find a ball that's comfortable, Mom?
What did you call her?
Mom. And kings leave their wives in palaces and dance the bossa nova.
Excuse me, what does that mean?
I think it means today is placebo pill day. I'm going to bed.
This is all very confusing. Now, I'm supposed to meet a Dorothy Zbornak at this address.
Were they like that in high school, Mrs. Petrillo?
Oh, no. Her breasts were actually a lot smaller back
I meant, were they rivals?
then. What is this, Nova? I don't have all the answers.
I'm afraid you'll have to excuse Sophia, Jack.
Oh, you heard that?
Yeah. I feel like I'm in the middle of some awful dream. Yet I know it can't be a dream because there are no boy dancers. Mother! I just cannot believe you are actually going to give money to someone like this sperm pusher. You are a Devereaux. A Devereaux has never had...
Blood.
I knew it.
And then I put them away. I wanted more softness, more sweetness. So I went to my sketches of Rose.
You mean that's me up there?
No.
Who is it?
It is all of you. The answer...
Margaret Weinstein did the same thing when they changed her medication.
Do you think she could take Dorothy's place in the recital?
Oh, come on, honey, I'll be fine by next week.
Maybe you should have it checked by a doctor.
Oh, come on. It's a very simple thing that comes and goes. I've had it for years. I mean, it's...
If you spend one more night like this, you're coming with me to the Rusty Anchor.
Blanche, I told you, I am so uncomfortable with strangers.
Now, don't blame yourself. They're just as uncomfortable with you. It all stems from your low self-esteem.
What are you talking about?
Dorothy, if you felt better about yourself, you'd want to get out and do it.
Why do I feel like I just fell through the looking glass?
Blanche, how can you, of all people, say something like that?
Well, Rose Nyland, I have never lived with a man without the benefit of marriage.
Excuse me, Blanche. I think what you mean is you have never lived with... I'm just thinking out loud, but isn't Atlanta where the Center for Disease Control is?
Coincidence.
Hey, these are all right. When I look through them backwards, you actually look demure.
Whether or not you think so.
Dorothy, I've been acting like such a fool. I don't know what in the hell got into me. Oh,
You don't.
Saturday night kid stuff. Get lucky on a Tuesday morning, then call me.
I guess I'm just not attracted to crossing guards.
Dorothy, a guy sets a folding chair up in front of my house. I want to know more. Number one, lose 200 pounds.
Done it.
Number two, never be burdened to children in old age.
Moving on.
3, make amends with Guido Spirelli.
Devereaux, Rose Nyland.
Pleasure to meet you.
Sit down, sit down.
Well, Barbara, Dorothy tells us you're an author. No, I'm just a writer. Malamud's an author.
I thought Malamudes were chocolate cookies with marshmallows.
David, are you all right?
Yeah, I'm fine. She said nobody ever hit me before. I think I should go home.
Oh, honey, you can't go home.
Let me open my own Social Security check. Best friend, yeah, right.
That little exercise certainly did not enhance things around here.
Well, I wouldn't say that. After Ma blabbed the truth, you turned the silent treatment into an art form.
Sure. Yes, may I come in?
Oh, please, come right in. May I take your height?
Thank you. You must be Dorothy. Rose has told me all about you.
I wish I could say the same.
We were just hypothesizing. If you were to invite any two people, living or dead, to dinner, who would they be?
Well, Lillian picked Winston Churchill and Browning without his wife.
Rose, whom would you pick?
Are you all right, honey? Wonderful, wonderful. I always wanted to have a nose like Joe Frazier.
Ma, how long were you listening at the door?
I wasn't listening at the door.
Oh, then why was your face pressed against the crack?
That's what the crow said!
Get out! Here.
What am I gonna do? What on God's green earth am I gonna do?
You can stay home tonight. We're gonna watch one of those John Bradshaw specials on PBS.
Yeah, we're gonna see if we can't get Dorothy's inner child to shut up.
Good luck. I'll call Mel Bushman.
I hope we didn't wake you. My sisters and I couldn't sleep. We felt terrible about the things we said to you this afternoon.
We didn't agree on much of anything, did we?
Look, neither one of us wants...
I am drained of what little holiday spirit I had.
Oh, it's too bad because we still have to shop for presents for each other.
Oh, now, wait a minute. Listen, I've been giving this a lot of thought. I mean, none of us wants to go shopping in this terrible heat. So why don't we just put names into a hat, and then we just have to pick out a gift for the one person whose name we pick. A narrow-minded ostrich who only believes what she can see and feel and touch? Oh, Rose. Simple Rose. Rose, you are so wise.
Hard name to forget.
Oh, I know what you mean. The Wigglers were a very revered family.
Yeah, until the scandal.
Oh, it was just terrible. The Navy came to town to take bids for a big submarine contract. They said they wanted 3 submarines built for around $1 million. Well, Phineas said he could...
Before you begin, I want to tell you something. I'm no novice when it comes to major negotiations. Oh, really? Let me tell you a story. Picture it. Sicily, 1922. An attractive peasant girl who has saved her lira embarks on a glorious vacation to a Crimean...
The Argentinian cowboys whipping things while they ride naked on the back of Brahma bulls.
I have to remember to stop using your towels. Love borrowing his clothes.
Did you like wearing boys' clothes growing up?
No, but fortunately, neither did my brother Phil.
We do a lot of things real people do.
Except for one very important thing. Boy, is that going to put a hitch in Dorothy's plans.
Hello, I'm Rose Nyland. You must be Frank. It's a pleasure to finally meet you.
Thank you, Rose.
Well, I think I'll watch TV in my room.
Before you go, call this number.
What is it?
A phone number. I met him at the supermarket. He asked me to squeeze a melon for him. He's missing a few fingers, but everything else seemed to be intact. Now, what a shame. We finally have something in common, and I'm moving.
I've never done anything like this before. Tell me, is it possible to love 2 men at the same time?
Set the scene. Have we been drinking? seemed to bring him back to life. And it made me realize why, from the time I laid eyes on him till the day he died, there was never another man in my life.
Oh, Blanche, you were never tempted?
Never.
Didn't you have your milk delivered? I'm dancing as fast as I can, Dorothy. Hey, I did a dumb thing and I feel terrible. What else do you want me to say?
At least it was a start. You can also tell me again how everything is going to work out just fine.
Everything is going to work out just fine. All the kid has to do is step into that ring tomorrow, and we'll make our money back. Oh, Dorothy.
I hate when I get stuck behind one of those.
He's dead, sweetie. But hey, I'm used to it. I put 3 in the ground. Well, what can I tell you? I like him old, rich, and barely breathing. Why don't I... There.
Oh, that's better. Thank God you were here.
Dorothy, I'm sorry. I cannot leave.
What?
Until she can walk again, I'm staying put.
You're a good daughter. Take a lesson, pussycat.
Young?
No, it's just that sometimes rich people think more about money than they do about people.
Well, Richard's nothing like that, and I don't think he ever could be. He is simply the sweetest, kindest, most handsome man I've ever met. Only I do have a small problem with his money.
Why? You don't think you'll live long enough?
Dorothy, livestock don't get chauffeur-driven limousine rides to fancy 4-star restaurants in the symphony afterwards. Except during St. Olaf Bicentennial.
Rose, I am not going. It is degrading.
Dorothy, come on now. Don't be a stick in the mud. It's for the Children's Hospital.
You deserve to win.
But you lied. Oh, I'm not going through with this. I can't go back to my hometown and do something that's against everything I stand for. I'm going to call St. Olaf and tell them we're not coming. Driver, you stop at the first phone.
But you think it's going to be that easy getting rid of me, Rose? That was rhetorical, Rose. Oh, but what a comforting thought, knowing you'll never be alone.
And listen, what the hell if we do have to go to a nursing home? Let's all go together.
Force them to grade junior high English essays. Kids today can't write the English language. The characters in The Grapes of Wrath are so real that it's interesting.
Weren't they?
Afternoons.
Buddy's going back to Boston on Saturday.
This dress looks sensational on me. People expect to see me in a sensational dress.
What do they expect to see me in? A yarmulke and a hefty bag?
He wants me to go with him, to live with him.
At least something good came out of that horrible night.
Hello.
To ask me questions scares me to death.
Oh, honey, relax. Reporters are just people. They put on their pants one leg at a time. Except for that sports writer, Steve Maxwell. He likes to jump into both legs all at once. Hop step.
On it. Men, sex. All I do is listen to your sexual problems. How about my sexual problems?
Ma, what is your sexual problem?
I don't get any. And I read in a magazine where a woman is at a sexual peak at 83.
Sophia, I read that same article, honey. It was 33.
And I said, oh, I'm perfect for the role of Blanche. She said, well, they have Betty White in mind for that role. They want you to read Rose.
And she said, Betty who?
Tell Rose the truth.
Or?
Remember Shady Pines?
Yeah, it wasn't so bad.
I hear they sold it to some Germans.
Rose? Rose, sweetheart, Rose!
Rose. Hey, how was football practice?
Terrible. It's the laziest team I've ever seen in my life. They didn't bust their tackles. They didn't crack their blocks. They played like a bunch of babies.
Coach, you dropped the whistle.
Oh, thanks, Billy. That was very nice of you. Now you two boys run along home.
Okay, bye.
Billy?
Yes?
I said
Oh, thank you.
We're so very, very proud of you.
And Dorothy tells us your friend Barbara Thomas was very proud of you, too.
Yes? Dorothy Zbornak?
Yes?
My name is Bert Nesbitt. I'm looking for Mario Sanchez, a school...
Next day, but I always sleep like a baby. How could this have happened?
None of us could sleep. And we all know the reason why.
Why?
You are nothing if not consistent, Rose.
Thank you, Dorothy. But hot water and oat bran every morning takes most of the credit. Philander attempted to harass me repeatedly.
What do you mean he attempted to?
He worked at Lars Ericsson's drugstore and tackle shop. He was a soda jerk. Now that I think about it, he was the town jerk. Every Saturday afternoon, I'd go in and have a sundae. When Mills would arrange the ice cream...
Same things. I've missed you.
You missed me so much you haven't called me in a week?
Sophia, sit down. I picked up that phone 100 times, but I just couldn't make that call. I haven't told anyone I love them since my wife.
Not even a titter?
Dorothy, I won't laugh.
Okay. I tell you, honey, I have a blind date tonight, and I want you to go out with him.
You're right, Dorothy. This is one hearty laugh at your...
Bobby, does your mama know you carry that gun?
Blanche, I'm a grown man. I don't have to have her permission. Although, to be honest, she's not thrilled about it.
That's because she loves you. I know I'd be a nervous wreck if Matthew were a police officer. I worry about him enough as it is, and he's a CPA.
These are letters he wrote me. They're personal. I wouldn't normally have another person read them, but they explain everything better than I ever could. I'm sorry, Blanche. I know this comes as a surprise.
Look, out of life. You know what I call my pillow? Sal. Sometimes I hug it, sometimes it lays there like a big lump, just like your father. That's how I keep him alive.
It's lovely, Ma.
You know what I call my other pillow? Dino. But that's a...
Hard way.
Kenny, come here. What's with this clown business? Couldn't you be a lawyer and just hang out with clowns?
Oh, I know it sounds a little odd, Mrs. Petrella, but right now I'm just burned out on law. Frankly, at this point, I think I can contribute more to the world in big red shoes and a spinning bow tie and carrying a little umbrella.
All these years wondering and hurting. But now, by his bringing us together, I believe he's forgiven me.
My mother, did you love her?
Yes, very, very much. But then the abbot found out.
What happened?
Should be nice.
Her pouty lips, her flaxen hair, her flawless alabaster skin. Her proud breast seemed to be saying, is it just me or is it cold in here?
So?
Pouty, flaxen, proud. What do you need, a photograph? This book is a...
With that award.
I'm sorry we're late, but we couldn't find the table. But then I recognized Dorothy's hacking. Everybody, this is Raoul.
It's a pleasure.
Finally, you're feeling cocky enough to wing it.
I came because I was thinking, at our age, the last thing you say to somebody might be the last thing you say. So, I just want you to know that I'm sorry, Sophia. I want to take you to the concert.
Booby.
Facciabella!
Advantage of you.
There's a liquor store on the corner.
No, she can't drink. It mixes with her medication.
Beautifully.
Aren't they adorable?
Yeah, seems like only yesterday I was putting her into the home.
Excuse me, you guys got any extra shaving cream?
Sure. This is so weird. I've never been in a men's locker room before.
Neither have I.
Rose, do we have time to run out and get hit by a bus?
First there'd be the Christmas pageant with the shepherds and the angels and the two wise men.
There were 3 wise men, Rose.
Not in St. Olaf. Then we'd all go down to the town square and try to form a circle. And then we
Can't stay.
Why, you're embarrassed by your own mother?
When she's dressed like Vasco da Gama, yes.
Excuse me, am I in the right place?
Oh, how are you ever?
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm Patrick Vaughan.
what was that you had?
Trout.
What do they call it in French?
Le trout.
French is such a romantic language. Oh, I love the food, I love the wine, and especially the company.
Rose, I've been putting this off all evening, but there's something I want to talk to you about.
Front page.
Notice that the dagger was found to the left of the victim. A throat is almost always cut from behind.
Not part of the show, people, not part of the show.
We have a question from the audience.
Yes, sir. Are there male-female roles in the relationship?
Well, I am the little homemaker, if that's what you mean.
Now, wait a minute, just let... Another scene like you did at the funeral.
Scene? What scene? It's not my fault the klutz tripped over my foot and nearly fell into an open grave.
You didn't have to yell, "Start shoveling, boys," as he tried to get up. Sophia?
Dorothy, do you hear a dog howling? There. Will you promise you'll hold my hand the entire time?
Oh, Ma, are you really that scared?
No. I just want to make sure you're not grabbing at brochures behind my back.
Nuts.
Mother?
Oh, I'm sorry. I came to religion late.
I'd say.
But it's never too late. And it is my fervent hope that the 3 of us, you and I and dear little Sarah, may walk the path of righteousness together.
You? What made you think I was dead?
If Mel Bushman doesn't answer my call, then something must be wrong. You weren't there when I needed you. You're always there when I need you.
Well, when you deliver such services, every once in a while a man's got to take a vacation.
All that matters now is you're alive. You're alive.
Well, I'm here with my crew to get started.
Sid, there's been a change of plan. We can't afford that new roof anymore.
Well, I don't get it. You can't afford a new roof, but you can afford a painting like that? That's a DeKimmel, isn't it?
Yeah, that repulsive trash is an original DeKimmel.
And I have always wanted an original DeKimmel.
I'm over the hill. That's all there is to it. Guess I'm just in the same boat as the 2 of you. Hello? Yes? All right. Goodbye. What do you know? Floyd McCallum has taken me sailing today.
Rose, that's a terrific story and surprisingly on subject, but I don't think that Blanche wants to hear about uncontented cows right now.
It's not that I mind becoming a young grandmother again. Nobody believes it anyway.
Please.
It's just that it seems so do all along. Help me not be scared. I think so. Goodbye, Aunt Gretchen. Take a
seat, lady. This isn't the Copacabana.
Rose, that was...
Hands together. Save us and you won't have bad dreams. Clap, you miserable.
Come on, honey, let's get it over with.
Bad dreams.
Let's go, come on.
Fine, but I just want you all to know there are monsters living under all your beds.
Oh, honey, I think it's wonderful that you're going out with Stan again tomorrow night. Jeff and I are going to a formal dinner at the base. Oh, he looks so dashing in his dress uniform.
Dorothy had a date with the Commodore. Blanche had a date with Stan. I spent the evening making bacon, lettuce, and potato sandwiches.
I don't know what to say.
Is it just your heart that's clogged to your ears, too? Let me start again. A half a pound of lox, a dozen bagels assorted, no coffee, 2 prune Danish, 6 sour pickles, and a container of cream cheese.
Come in.
I guess there's been some kind of misunderstanding. But a Sunshine Cadet never lies.
I have 2 announcements. This press conference is canceled, and I'm proud to be the newest citizen of Miami. If anyone wants to reach me, my name is Dave.
Away.
Every day of my life.
Dorothy, what are you still...
Yeah, but in those days, it really stood out, you know? Oh, I don't know. It must have taken 3 months before I could muster up the courage, you know, to talk to Mrs. Lenoff. And it turned out to be the smartest thing I could have done. Because not only did she help me, you know, with the speech problem, she was the one who inspired me to go into the teaching profession. You know, she had me in her corner right up until the end. Hi, Ma. You want some tea?
Nah, I'm trying to...
Around the bed?
As enticing as the offer is, we really must pass.
Oh, scusamente. Oh, if you ladies don't want to party, there are plenty of younger girls who work here that'll take our money.
Girls who'll take their money. Do you know what he thinks we are? Waitresses?
I wanna be loved by you, just you, nobody else but you. I wanna be loved by you, alone, boo-boo-ba-doo. Oh! Hi, handsome, what's your name?
His name's Don, and he just had hip surgery.
You're gonna get linguine all over me.
Ma, go back to sleep. It's just me, Dorothy.
Get the hell out of my bed.
Ma, have a heart. The heat went out again. I'm freezing to death. You're the only one who has an electric blanket.
Oh, I must have done it wrong. Maybe I ought to put it on suck.
Oh, hello, ladies.
What'd the doctor say?
Oh, bad news.
Well, I think I'd better be going too.
But it's still so early. I thought we could all have a game of Oogle and Floogle.
I don't believe I've ever heard of that.
Oh, we used to play it back in St. Olaf. It's an adult version of hide and go seek. Mrs. Claxton, we want you to know we all appreciate you coming down here in person to help us save the tree.
I'm not here to save it. I'm here to make sure they tear it down. I hate trees. I hate people.
Well, Mrs. Claxton, Rose told us you said you were going to help us.
That's right.
And now you're not?
That's right.
Well, why did you lie? Well, if you wanted to see a naked whale.
Out of your bathtub?
Oh, that does it, Missy. All right, this means war. We'll both keep going. We'll just see who he picks for his sculpture.
Fine, it's going to be me.
No, it's not. It's going to be me.
Girls, I think
Sophia, listen, how about this one? Elderly white male with broken hip seeks elderly white female. I am into massages, bran muffins, and the book Final Exit. Please respond quickly or I'll do it.
Anyway, we had to till the soil, so I volunteered to pull the plow and I hurt my back.
How long have you been taking these pills?
I guess around 30 years.
30 years? Rose, I doubt that your doctor wanted you to take those things for... We have to talk. I think it's time we settled this.
Get off my property.
Ma, that's enough. Now look, Ma, this isn't our relationship. Not talking to each other. Ma, I'm sure you had your reasons, but it can't have felt good hiding this man from...
Rehearse what? You're a non-speaking townsperson.
We added a small stunt where Blanche gets tossed to the floor. Watch.
Well, I think I'm getting the hang of that, Patrick. I think I'll just go out in the backyard now and practice it on the lawn.
Patrick, what is...
See, it starts out red, and then if it doesn't change color, if it stays red, they say you're not pregnant. But if you are pregnant, then it turns light pink or light gray.
I had drapes that color once. I think it's called puce.
Is that what puce is? I always wonder.
That's what the decorator told
Bless you.
Stop blessing her. She got what she deserved for running around in the rain for some...
Enjoy.
I just remembered I have an important call to make. You know the novelty business.
The payphone's at the end of the trailer court, Stanley.
Welcome everybody. Merry Christmas.
I just never thought there'd be children. I know. And what is Santa Claus doing here? Oh, they paid these poor out-of-work guys $10-15 to stand on street corners ringing their bells for charitable contributions.
Barry was the man that I wanted to be the first.
First where?
On Mars, Rose. My first lover.
Well, so what happened?
Stanley. That's what happened. Stanley. I went to a drive-in with Stan, who can't even afford her own place to live. Beam me up!
Beam me up, Dorothy, you believe?
Rose, they checked out what we saw, and it actually was a UFO.
Dorothy, say my prayers.
Oh, Rose, God wouldn't mind if you skipped a night. He's very busy these days. Most of his free time is spent talking to Pat Robertson.
Hello, God, it's me, Rose Nyland. I'm sorry to be getting in touch so late tonight. I hope I didn't... Gee, no, I never realized. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's okay.
Back in that town whose name you're trying to... Okay, clear out. We need the kitchen.
What's going on?
Show things like this. Hit it. Dorothy, where's our piano player?
Ma, get back on the track. 1920. Did you date much?
Not really.
Then what about this picture of you in a wedding gown with someone who...
Sex.
Obviously, it fell off the wagon.
And onto a naval base.
It was just after I'd lost George, and it just seemed an appropriate thing to do.
Of course it did. And your husband had just died.
So what?
You know I'm here. When are you coming to bed, Blanche?
In a minute.
What are you doing?
I am contouring my eyebrows. I use Miss Christy Brinkley as a guide because we have exactly the same bone structure. Sad. Well, that's no excuse. Daddy obviously doesn't know what he's doing. He's lost his grip on reality.
Oh, Honey, maybe it's not as serious as you think. Maybe he's just going through a stage.
My father is not off on some crazy lark, Dorothy. He sold our house and our land and everything he spent his lifetime building.
I don't know what happened. I came in, she was joking. This isn't working.
Dorothy? Dorothy? Where am I?
Sophia.
Woman's in denial. I saw that dog with Ida's blue scarf in his mouth, and no one has seen her since.
Ma, what does Fred's dog have to do with this?
It's a known fact that dogs take on the personality traits of their masters.
Oh, that's ridiculous.
Oh, yeah? Then why does your brother Phil's poodle like to wear that tutu and hop around on his hind legs? I'm not here to confess, Father. I did that a day and a half ago. At my age, how much can I sin? What, I had an impure thought? I'd kill to have an impure thought. That would be 2 sins. But now I'm telling you your business. Let me get to the real point of my visit. It's about you and my... And no money. If he still wants to come in, he just wants to see me naked.
Hello. I'm Dr. Clayton. I'm here to see Sophia Petrillo.
Oh, please, come right in. I'm Dorothy, Sophia's daughter, and I usually look much better. This is my friend Rose.
Hello. Rose is helping me make out an ironclad will.
Wait, you're using Rose as a lawyer?
I know what I'm doing. Every Thursday I watch La La.
Oh, sorry, darling. I didn't mean to wake you.
Well, that's all right. I waited up for you.
I'm glad you did. I've been working on a new...
To meet the bachelor who picked me, and it was the Pope.
Boy, that is a tough one. Where'd you go on the date?
Oh, forget it. Good night, Blanche. Rose, what are you doing out? I thought you were asleep.
I went out to get provisions. I figured we'd be up on...
You know, Dorothy, I think we're missing a whole box of slides. They must be in the suitcase in the closet.
Well, I'll take a look. Mom, where are you going?
I can't stand it anymore. Your life is supposed to flash before your eyes.
Boys and girls. I knew the time had come, but I kept putting it off. Finally, I decided it was time to take the bull by the horns.
So you told her?
No, I took the bull by the horns, turned him around, and showed her what makes a bull a bull.
You are kidding, Rose.
तू भी सोबत मामी मिरासू मना माय बापुले समजाडिलेसू